無量天尊. Hello everyone from Teen Yet Dragon YouTube channel. This is Sifu, and today I'm going to talk about the topic of what is the black magic GONG TAU. Okay, this type specifically about GONG TAU. Okay, now a lot of people have been educated by like movies, media, and researching things on forums and things like that. Now today I have to use this video to let you know the truth behind magic, and you got to understand what magic can do and what magic cannot do. Okay, so sometimes you heard people saying someone got harmed by GONG TAU, this kind of magic, and then suddenly everyone thinks it's very freaky, it's super dangerous, it's very lethal, and you'll be like all of a sudden you'll go crazy and you'll be like vomiting some kind of weird stuff out of your body, that kind of stuff. Okay, will you be really like that, and someone do magic from distance and suddenly you can be sick and something will be growing out of your body, things like that? Will that really happen? Well, let me tell you the truth here. Okay, magic itself, okay, cannot give you these kind of physical disease and illness and that kind of stuff. Okay, but it can lead you to attract these kind of energy which get you the sickness. Okay, like if I do some kind of magic on you, instantly it will not be able to get you any kind of sickness, but what it will do is attract this kind of energy to you, and it will be able to make you more easier to attract to some kind of stuff that will get you sick, or some kind of stuff that will be getting you this kind of problem. And a lot of time when people do GONG TAU on other people, they will not be just doing it the magical way. They will be doing it the physical way as well. For example, using some kind of poison, some kind of medicine, some kind of stuff like that, and they will be using it on the target, such as letting them drink it like without noticing, putting some stuff in your drink and things like that. And basically that is what caused the internal issue with the suddenly you have stuff going on inside your body and things like that. Now, what is GONG TAU? GONG TAU itself really just means to go down from the above and a head come in. Now this is a description, describing what it's about. Now basically what it is just energies, okay, pre-heaven energies, and these energies go into your body and go in from the top of your body right here, top of your head right here. Okay, now when energy goes into your head like that, it goes into your energy body and it affects your heart, your mind right here. Okay, this energy right here, which is the energy that triggers you to go, oh, I should do something, that kind of stuff. So when you have that kind of stuff that overrides your own mind, okay, basically it screws up everything. Because let's say you wake up, okay, and then you have a sudden urge feeling right here. Suddenly you feel you want to chop people with a cleaver, okay, then you will be doing that kind of stuff. Not very good, right? So basically being like a victim of black magic or GONG TAU, this kind of stuff, basically it's about the same kind of thing going on, which is pre-heaven energies, and it attacks you and it affects your mind. Okay, and it's your mind that makes you crazy, and all the aftermath, all the other things, like when people go crazy, get possessed, and all kind of stuff, it's mostly because the way they treat the problem that caused them to have bigger issues. So a common thing is someone got harmed by GONG TAU, okay, and they don't realize it. Now after a long time, this evil magic, this energy sink in and affect them, and they start to really see things and have illusions, voices, and they decided that it's a good idea to seek for help. Now, the more that they go to these different temples and stuff like that, the more they go there, the more crap they pick up. And then what happened is they screwed themselves up. You pick up more crap, you get more crazy. And it drives them nuts. It just, people just go crazy with this energy on them. And it never stops because wherever you go to find another master who do Gong Tao and stuff, okay, they put more energy like that on you, and it's just like adding oil on top of fire. It makes the fire more crazy and it burns. So everything just gets worse and worse and worse. And basically that's what Gong Tao is. Gong Tao is to screw up this thing right here. It's like a head put on top of you. So everything screws up because your head is changed. Now, no matter what kind of form it is, okay, like some people will do Gong Tao by doing some very gruesome stuff, okay, like grilling up babies, like human babies, and some will be like using dead animals and things like that, okay. It doesn't matter. The same idea here, okay. Everything is just done in different form, but it's the same idea. Now I got to introduce this knowledge to you so that you can understand. It's very simple. You don't need to do it the gruesome form. It's just that they choose to do it that way, okay? You can do it without all the gruesome stuff. Now, what it is, and yeah, you can be doing Gong Tao on your friend if you don't know what it is and how to do it. Even you didn't learn anything, you can be doing it too without, like unintentionally. So you have to understand in order to prevent yourself casting a Gong Tao on your friend. Look at this. This black and white energy and a yellow energy. Okay, we're talking about three main elements in nature. These three forces, black, white, and yellow, three kind of energies, are the most, like you can say, the most raw form of energy. Okay, the first type of energy is white. It contains everything. It's like white light. It contains all colors. So white is complete, and this energy, okay, white energy, we call that the D1, okay, just a little name for it, D1, okay, one white. Now, number one energy, white, it has everything, so it doesn't need to take anything in. So white energy always output, okay, output, out, go outside, output, okay. Now, black energy is the opposite. It always input, okay. White, number one white is like light. It outputs, shrink like that, expose itself, okay. Black is like wind. It draws in like air. It draws in, sucks in light, okay. It sucks light in. That's basically what black does. Black is like air, like wind. It sucks things in, okay. Now, the third element is the most important. That is the black energy, that is the yellow energy, okay. The yellow energy is the same kind of vibe like the energy of your mind, your heart, your this thing right here, this energy heart right here, that is responsible for like being in charge of things, giving a command for things to start and things like that. And basically it's also the energy that makes you feel, okay, like the energy of love is like that. Like when you love someone, that is your heart and someone's heart bond together. That is the energy. And when you want to explain why you love someone, basically you're really making up excuses. Because when you love someone, you love, that's because there's no reason. Okay, the more you try to reason out why you love someone, the love becomes very fake. And that's why science cannot prove and doesn't agree with love exists. They try too hard to find evidence and proof and things like that. And basically, because pre-heaven element, which is like if you want to explain what pre-heaven is before happening. So when things are not happened yet, where can you find evidence? It's like when someone is about to commit a crime, but they didn't do anything yet. Okay? Now that is pre-heaven stage. How can you find any evidence to prove this person will commit a crime, right? But you can feel all the stuff before he do it, right? Before he actually commit the crime, you can already feel by the things he's saying and all that stuff. He might not be doing it, but it's just a feeling when you beside them and you feel that he is dangerous. He's going to do something bad. It's a feeling, right? And when you try to find proof, evidence, then the more you do it, the more you say this feeling is wrong because there's no this and that evidence. It doesn't make sense, okay? So that's why when you try to prove love, it's like this. Love is real. This and this love each other. They have a feeling, right? They don't need to explain, okay? You don't need to say, the face is pretty, the skin is smooth. It doesn't matter. Because the more excuse you try to make, then you try to observe, is the skin really that smooth? Oops, I found some flaw. Okay, not good. Is she really that pretty? This is a more pretty one. Okay, when you see another woman that is a little bit more pretty, you think that, there's a better one, that I don't need to love her, right? That doesn't make sense. So this heart energy have no reason. It just like that, and because that's why. Okay, it's so simple. It's the simplest thing ever, but people don't understand because you're grown up by being educated by this science kind of mindset. You always need to look at the result, observe, compare, and then come up with some kind of theory to explain this thing is right. It doesn't work that way, okay? A lot of things don't work that way. It's like when we try to go to let's say grocery shopping, okay? You look at everything there and then you want to just pick, and why do you pick that orange and not that one? Well, I don't know, just pick it, right? That's why. Because you feel like so, and that's why. So that is the heart energy feeling. And if you don't have the heart energy feeling, you look at that and it's like, I don't want to buy it. It's like this, okay? It's so simple, right? You look at that, you don't want to buy it because the heart have no feeling. It's like I tell you to draw a picture and then you have no feeling, right? You have no feel. No feel, no picture. That's why. Why? There's all the bushes, all the good stuff around. Why don't you have feel? I don't know. That's what happened, okay? This is the heart energy. The heart energy is so simple. It feels that it will trigger up an event like, grab this and put it here. Very simple. Don't explain it because it just happen because it needs to happen. Okay, now we have 3 elements: white, black, yellow. Okay, now let's look at your body. Okay, look at your body. Now inside your body, everything is covered up, right? So inside your body is the black. Simple. Outside of your body is white. Okay, white energy. Okay, now the center right here is the yellow. The yellow energy is the heart energy that is in the deep center of you. Okay? Agree. Okay, so it's like your mind, right? Deep inside you. Okay, so what happened is all the people right here, everyone, we have a body, right? This body is like a jar, a container. Okay? We contain a bunch of blackies inside us, like a black energy, okay? And these black energies is like air, and we are like a balloon. So these things just goes into us, and these energy go into us, and we have this black energy inside us that makes us move. Okay, it fills us up and make us move. There are 3 types of black energy if you want to like split them up and look at them. Okay, basically this black energy is what most people call it the soul. Okay, the one, hey, okay, the soul energy. Basically, there's 3 types of stuff. It's like when science talk about the atom, okay, plus, minus, and the O, neutral, okay. So the neutral one will allow you to connect to things. The neutral type of blackies, okay, connect to things. The positive, the plus type, okay, will be inside and it will do the positive job, okay, so it will keep bringing things in. And then there's a negative one that's using things up, okay, so one will allow you to like, this black energy right now, the positive stuff is working. It's telling you to eat, okay, to consume things, to learn things, absorb things into your body, okay? Now, when you have the negative type of energy working right now, a lot of negative type energy, okay, it's going to tell you to burn up the stuff inside your body. Let's say, oh, let's go for a walk, okay? Let's do exercise. That is burning up your energy, okay? Negative doesn't mean it's bad, okay? Negative, it just means that it's burning up stuff to reduce inside, and because of that, you will be doing something physically, okay? Now, these three types of energy are all kind of in the dark side, okay? They're inside you, and that is why they can affect the way you do things, the way you move and things like that, okay? Now, Gong Tau. Basically, it comes in from the top, and it's a bunch of stuff, okay, a bunch of blackies that goes into you. That is why it's called black magic, because the property of black and white, basically I said it already, okay? White fully output, black fully absorbed, okay? Now, if I want to dump a bunch of black energy into you, okay, your top portion right here swallows in that energy right here, and the black energy goes inside you and inside your head. When it goes inside your head, it affects the way you think, see, hear, smell, eat, everything. Okay, it's like the head got hacked. Okay, like a hacker. Okay, virus come in and it just take over the control system, and then because of this, you sense differently. Okay, you feel differently because this master control it's gone. It's hijacked it. It's like a hacker get into your computer and suddenly your system don't work the same anymore because like all the buttons don't work the same. The mouse click and then it opens up something magically, you know, like that. Okay, so you will have illusionary vision, illusionary hearing, smell. There are people who got Gong Tau attack and they start to like suddenly walking somewhere and they smell incense, that kind of stuff. And I have seen clients who told me like, oh, she is walking in the middle of the street and then there's some kind of flower, incense smell, that kind of smell. And then suddenly her mind thinks, feel that there's a deity following her, blessing her. And basically all this is what? It's bullshit. It's all illusionary stuff. Because that deity stuff don't exist. And it's basically because of her own mind that is screwed up, and she don't have the education, the knowledge to explain all these things. So she will be trying to like work around the bits and pieces inside, and it gathers up, you know, and make up a big story for herself. It's like self-brainwashing, okay? And then she will be making up all these things, and basically it's herself that caused the whole thing to happen. Now the Gong Tau itself, of course, is scary, okay? But I'm talking about the aftermath, like all these things that will happen and snowball up. It's actually caused by the patient himself or herself, okay? So Gong Tau is indeed a very scary thing. It could be very severe, okay? Now, how can you be doing Gong Tau without being like a master or knowing some kind of sorcery, you know, all that stuff? Well, basically, why people use some gruesome stuff and like, you know, kill animals and use the dead bodies and all that stuff. Why all the dead stuff to cast magic? Why do they use these? Basically, referring back to the black, white, and yellow energy, okay? It's all about gathering as much black energy as possible. It's the same. It's because you're grabbing the soul energy of these dead beings, dead animals and dead babies and stuff like that. You gather up a lot of these black energies, okay? Their soul. That is what you're getting. All their dead souls. That's what you want. All these stuff, okay? And they want that stuff to be here like a bunch of resources. And then the master or the sorcerer will put his yellow energy inside. Meaning that this is going to do something according to what's in his mind. Okay, what is in his mind? So he take control. He put his own CPU inside this thing, and these are like all the energy that will be used later on. Now what you're missing is a container, right? You see, we got a container. Inside us, all black. Outside of us, all white, right? Now he's missing a container, okay? So what he will do is he will shove it to you because you are the container. So he will take an object. For example, okay? Let's say this object right here, which looks really good. This little straw man, okay? This is the container right now, okay? And then he will be, doing some, let's say the frog's blood, scorpion, whatever, spider powder, all the crap, okay? And then after he got all this pool of ugly, gruesome soup going, okay, he will be doing tons of spells and stuff, all the chanting, okay? What it is basically programming this black energy, because he is doing it with his heart energy outputting with his spell and all that stuff. Now after that, you take a bit of that into the mouth, and then he will do this. Let me show you. He will do this. Very common technique in magic. Why do you go like that? It's always with the mouth, okay? No matter what, like all the cultures do that kind of stuff. Why? Because what you're doing right here, compared to using the hand and going like this, okay? Now, when I am doing things to you, I can use my hand, but it always go on the top of you, right? Like in a normal situation, I use my hand, sprinkle, it all goes on top of your body, right? It's just on top of you. So it stick to you, but it can slide off, and it's just around you. But if I want things to go inside you, what can I do? I need that thing to go into your mouth, okay? Mouth and mouth connect, and then you can put things from this to here and here, right? Like a kiss, a French kiss, okay? Two mouth go like that. Basically, you exchange liquid inside the body. Very simple, okay? Now, and other knowledge right here is because it's when you use this mouth to spit that water, okay, the energy that holds inside this liquid, okay, the energy that is inside the liquid will go here and splash in, okay. Now this representative absorb that power, okay. And how will this go in? This will go in from its mouth, which is what mouth? It doesn't have a mouth, right? So it will go in by the energy body's mouth. Now, how is the energy body like? Very easy. Let me draw this out to you, okay? If you actually look at like a science picture, how a planet works with the electromagnetic field, it's basically like that. Okay? So it looks like this. There's like this, okay? That's you inside, okay? Now, this, the top and the bottom. This is the exit. Here goes in, okay? So this right here in the North Pole, right here is where the energy go back into your system. Your energy right here is the heart. It goes down, okay, and circulate like that and back right here. This one, go down, circulate and go back here and go down again. And it will go down and circulate from the top like that. It just cycle on and on. So when I do this to the straw man, okay, the hay man, it basically my energy in the pre-heaven dimension, the pre-heaven layer. It's my energy, my magic power that goes in, and it will go in from here and go inside this thing. Now, this is now like that body with the black keys that I just programmed went into the shell, the container. Now, all you're missing is basically the soul, a little tracking device of the other person. So all you need is maybe, let's say, okay, a simple method to do it is to have the picture of that person, and then you wrap the picture around this thing. Or you can be having some kind of belonging, that whatever you can use, okay, whatever that can relate to that person. It can even be a fake name, okay, as long as you know the person, okay, by heart. So you can write the name. let's say, okay, if I'm the sorcery, I don't know this, I'm the sorcerer, okay? I'm supposed to work for you, and you want to do this magic on someone, but I don't know that person, right? I will have to tell you to think about the person and then write the person's name on a piece of paper. Now, this will be the tracking device because your mind knows and connects to this person. When you write while thinking about him or her, it will connect and pull in a little bit and of that person's energy and stain into the paper. So I will take this paper, okay, and I will wrap it around this thing. And now I will burn this thing up, and when the shell go like that, okay, it unleashed the energy. And what happened is the little tracking energy that I got, okay, it's going to pull because the tracking paper is burnt, okay. So energy has to come out. The container is gone. So it will want to go back to the person. And because of that, it will bring all these crap to the person and the person eats it. And because what I did to this before is like this, right? So what happened is when it go over there, it won't just cloud over the person. It will go in from the top and into that person's from here. Now doing it one time may be not very effective, but doing it a lot of time will be very effective. And that's why Gong Tao is very scary because it's just a bunch of energy going, a program energy going into you. And what the program is can be different according to what that, like depending on what that magic guy is doing, okay? So I can be like, let's say you can make any magic up like this, okay? Let's say you want to, something to happen. Maybe want that person to see ghosts and weird aliens, creature in the air and stuff like that, like you want something to happen, right? So while you're doing your little voodoo stuff, on programming this liquid, you just keep on thinking about that while you do your magic, whatever method, symbols, whatever it is, okay? And like when you see witch making their soup and stuff like that, you take something in and you stir. While you stir, you keep saying your stuff and things like that. Okay, it's basically just programming that energy up, and it doesn't matter you use blood, water, whatever. It's just really like it's all about gathering that type of black keys energy. Okay, now that energy goes to the person and it fills them up. Okay, it pollutes the whole black world inside your body. Now your whole body is going to change. The way you act, the way you think, the way you feel, everything is going to change because you got this Gong Tao on yourself. And so yes, you can be doing Gong Tao in many forms. It doesn't really need to be in the Taoist magic or the Thailand magic. It can be any form. There is Gong Tao everywhere in this world, including unintentional Gong Tao as well. Yeah, there can be, okay? Now, when people give you a hat to wear, be careful. Okay? I said already, it have to go in from your head, Gong Tao, okay? So when you are actually going around and people give you a hat or something to wear on top of you, something right here, okay? Or some people will be always like slapping your head. That is not good, okay? When people are hitting or touching your head on top of your head, okay, then it means that their energy, the blackies inside them, combined with the heart right here, this energy, will be transferring into the inside of this body, this container. And because of that, you will be controlled. You will be mixing that energy with them. Okay. Now, of course, it depends what you are doing. There can be good Gong Tao as well. For example, when a disciple learned from a master, okay, and the master decided that he want to really give his good. Okay, so the master really decided that he want to give his magic power, his heart energy, his good stuff that he cultivated. He really want to inherit that to the person. He will have to go from the top as well. Yeah, so he will be touching the top part of the head of the disciple while the disciple kneels down, and he'll be saying something, or with his mind intention, wanting to give his knowledge, his good stuff, okay, to this disciple. Now after that physical action is done, okay, the disciple will not be like, oh, instantly he is Superman, okay, but it will affect him in terms of how he will digest, absorb, and how he will learn, etc. The way he will act and the way he feels when he see, hear, and smell will change according to what the master is like. So it's like the master will look at this and then he have this kind of feeling. Okay, if he didn't inherit that to you, okay, you look at the same material, you don't feel like that. Now you got inherited. When you look at it, you can instantly have a much bigger chance of realizing what's on the material, and smarter, okay, easier to get it, that kind of stuff. That is why a master and disciple, when they really decided to to inherit the good stuff to the disciple, the master will transfer his heart energy and the black keys, the soul, into this person and let them have a bit of them, so that they will be growing up and learning better and have this power that they actually cultivated for many years. And instantly he transfer a bit of that into you. It's like planting a seed into you, and it will be giving you the potential of achieving what the master is going to achieve at the end. So this is like something that can be used for a good reason and something that can be used for a bad reason. So GONG TAU itself is not really like good or bad, and but basically a lot of people are more into the bad side of GONG TAU, and they're all set with the mindset of, oh, GONG TAU must equals to those Thailand magic and that kind of stuff, and that is not true. Okay, all kinds of magic have GONG TAU in all kinds of form, no matter what it is. Okay, the main thing is you're gathering up a bunch of energy, programming it, and then shove it into the person's body and let them take it from the top and down. And that's why you can affect the things that they will be doing, affect the way they will be seeing, listening, talking, and such. You just take over the body. Okay, now will they get sick? Will they be getting some kind of worm and stuff growing up inside their body? Basically that's not possible. Okay, magic is all about affecting the way you feel, think, and stuff like that. And yeah, because the way you think, you feel, and stuff like that is messed up, you can be catching a lot of virus, you can be off guard and catching a lot of germs, sickness, and stuff like that. And you may be having someone from the sorcerer's party giving you a drink or something like that and mixing some kind of powder, and that's where the shit comes from. Okay, so when someone have GONG TAU, they can actually be helped by distant, by using other magic to fix this problem up, because all you're doing is you have to put in more stuff to get rid of the bad stuff, to flush that stuff out of the body. That's what GONG TAU. So when someone do GONG TAU on, let's say, this person, okay, this person got GONG TAU on him. Now he acts weird, he have all the illusion and stuff. Okay, now it's all because that crazy amount of black keys energy went in and got in here and took over. It's like a hacker got into your system. Okay, now all you need to do is to seal up the container and make one opening, which is right here, and force it to come out. Okay, force that crap to come out. And by doing so, what we call exorcism, basically you're forcing that energy to push out of the body, lock up the body, and you keep flushing the body with a lot of good energy. Okay, an energy that can replenish and neutralize everything, which is of course the energy that we cultivated and collected on our altar. These purified energy, right? Keep flushing, flushing, flushing. All the bad stuff is going to be gone. Now there are aftermath to follow, because just flushing it out and cleaning out one time will be able to suppress the threat. Like you just get rid of the most harmful stuff in one go. But there are more stuff to clear up for the long run. because they always have this Gong Tao in them for a long time already. So every day when they sleep, this Gong Tao garbage energy is going to share and contaminate to their Yun Sun, which is their spiritual planetary body. And so their Yun Sun is all fucked up. And because of that, every day when they get something, like get that energy from the Yun Sun again, okay, the Yun Sun fill your body up. Now, every day they get polluted 1x. Okay, when they wake up, they feel very crappy. And you can really observe this pattern. Every day after the person sleep, he wake up with a bad mood. He wake up with something new crap. Okay, like today you're fine and we fix the problem. Afterward, next day you wake up, you feel like shit again. It's like that because your Yun Sun is screwed up. It's contaminated, and to fix that up, it requires a lot of work. If I am doing the case, I will be. I can offer like distant ceremony, and I can soul travel to the Yun Sun to do what we call a battle, and we basically clean up the crap on their spiritual planet. But if we're like on a lower budget, then we have to suggest this person to learn the magic that we teach, the Saam Law Sun Gung, and every day he will have to cultivate to purify himself and bring in more good energy himself. And then when he sleep, the good energy get pushed to the Yun Sun as well. And then it flush with time, and basically that's how you can neutralize everything. And another thing is having your own altar at home. The altar that we use in our lineage, of course, okay, not just any altar. And that is going to give your Yun Sun a protection power. And also for you to cultivate daily, bringing in the energy from the lineage to protect you and to keep flushing the crap out of you. And that is how you can fix a Gong Tao issue. Now, how can you prevent people from doing Gong Tao to you? Well, make sure that you're aware, because Gong Tao always come in a few forms, and they don't really go out of this kind of pattern. Okay, basically they want you to intake something, okay, into your body. No matter you want it, like they want you to smell it, eat it, drink it, or they will be touching your head. So when people try to like give you a hat to wear, something that goes on your head, right? You got to be careful. Okay. Sometimes people even give you a shirt, a sweater, and sweater. You know what? Sweater have to go here and tube over your head. So if they do something on the collar and like that, when you tube it over your head, it's basically the same as putting it over your body. So when you are actually wearing a sweater or some kind of stuff that needs to tube over yourself, okay, that is one thing that can be used as a medium to cast the Gong Tao magic on you. So some people will be like doing a Gong Tao magic on a hat, on some kind of sweatshirt, jacket, something like that goes over you. And basically that is one way how you can eat that Gong Tao. Also, maybe hitting your head with something, okay? That is also one way. Or touching your head, always going like that, and always like to touch you and stuff like that. That is also possible. Now, we talked about unintentional Gong Tao, the professional type. So the unintentional type is when you are not aware you're doing it, but you did this Gong Tao on someone, okay? Now, what happened is someone is wearing some kind of clothing or hat or something like that, okay? Now, when they keep thinking about you and cursing you, want something to happen to you, okay? Like they want you to some kind of stuff to happen to you, okay? They keep cursing. And after that, maybe a hat or something, okay? They take it out, and then somehow they give it to you as a gift. Or later on, somehow you pick it up and you put it on your head, okay? Things like that will be a source of how you can get their Gong Tao on you. Now, they will not realize it because they don't know that, oh, I didn't even do any magic and stuff, right? But yeah, you did it already because your energy got absorbed by these things that you're wearing. And when you give it to someone or someone put it on, it will cast the Gong Tao on them. Okay? Now, evil Gong Tao, like evil magic, evil black magic. It's all about making this person not able to function normally. Okay, so when their body is supposed to work this way, okay, and then suddenly some kind of stuff jammed in and stop that pattern from happening. That's like when you catch the germs and disease, things like that. Okay, but Gong Tao is more toward your mind and your thinking and the way how your body wants to do work and stuff like that. So it screws up the way how you think, see, hear, and stuff like that, and it just makes you abnormal. Okay, so yeah, on your normal days, you know what? Avoid sharing or using or taking or receiving used clothing, things that people are they wear it a lot, and you just okay, that's not good. Okay, because you don't know what they're thinking of you and how their internal energy is. If they're like a lot of crap inside and they wear that the whole day, okay, hey, give it to you. You can wear my hat. Whoop. Uh-oh. See? Okay? Or maybe a sweatshirt or something like that, or a tank top, something like that. And just tube over yourself, you're done. Okay? And don't let people touch your head. We all know, right? As a little kid, we don't like people touching our head. Because you know energy is going to go into you. You don't want their energy, don't touch my head. You see? Okay? When your heart is repelling, okay, you say, don't touch my head like that. Okay? You are also spiritually repelling and rejecting. It adds a little bit of protection to your energy body. Okay, so even they touch, you can be like blocking off, something like that. Okay, so that's how you can avoid the Gong Tao as well. Now, Gong Tao can also be defined as all the what we call the evil gods magic. Okay, now in short, it's not about those gods and stuff. Okay, but it's more about like when people want you to do something that is not supposed to be done. Okay, when they have all these thinking and stuff. Okay, these energies. Okay, these things that they're thinking inside, all the thinking. Okay, got programmed by their heart and shoved to you. Basically, that's what it's about. Okay, so Gong Tao can be very devastating because it affects the way you think, feel, and stuff like that. Now imagine you're like a person who lived by stock market trade and stuff like that. It affects everything, right? Very, very badly. So yeah, it screws up your life. So to defend yourself against Gong Tao, beside all these taboos, okay, that you got to like beware of and don't do this and that, okay, you have to understand that magic is all about a competition of whose number 5 yellow energy win. If my heart right here, the energy heart is stronger, I win. So this thing cannot come in. If you're off guard, your mind is like totally weak and you're off guard, your mind power right here is weaker, you will get this thing and come in right away because you lose. Okay, so when you have a very strong mind, like a lot of confidence, stuff like that, you will win mostly. Okay, but when people are doing things like real magic, okay, they will often have a secondary source with this kind of power that is stocked up, like how our altar is. Okay, so when we do magic, we don't use this energy. We use the altar's heart energy and bring it out and put it in. So it's always stronger than the average Joe. It's like we're using a gun, they're using fists to fight. So who will win, right? So that's why when you learn magic and stuff like that, your energy always bullies the normal people. But they're also exceptional. For example, mega rich people who have nothing that they're scared of, things like that. Super highly pumped up self-esteem and that kind of stuff. These people are harder to be cursed. Okay, but normal average Joe, especially if like your parents are doing these kind of stuff to you, you will eat that all into yourself much easier because you are your heart is always like respecting them and you're kind of a little bit afraid and stuff like that, so they can put stuff into you much easier than when you hate them. Okay, so if you know someone is your enemy and someone is a potential who always do evil magic on you, remember your heart always hate them. When you hate them, it repels. Okay, when you keep loving people, you attract. Very simple. Don't love. Okay? Hate. Hate them. When you hate for a good reason, then they will not come to you. Okay? So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you like it. And if you are under attack by any kind of sorcery, GONG TAU, and whatever, you can let us know, and we can offer you a diagnosis and also a suggestion for how we can help you and get rid of your problem. And it doesn't matter what kind of magic that is, like Thailand, Malaysia, whatever style, okay, it doesn't matter. We can fix it, because it's all like, okay, you got a germ, a flu from China, you got a flu from Malaysia, you got a flu from Singapore. It doesn't matter, okay, because we're a doctor. We can fix your flu. It doesn't matter where you get it and what style it is. We can still fix it, because we are looking at your body, and everyone have the same body and works the same way. Okay, so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid because of all these brainwashing materials out there telling you ghost story and movies and stuff like that. They're not true. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Bye bye.